What's up, big man Basson? Welcome to the show. Nick, welcome. I'm glad you could be here. We got a bomb guest tonight, just so y'all know. And don't mind me, I'm eating a cookie because I had to order, and I got this big old pimple right here. I'm picking a scab. Rob, glad you could join us, my man. I appreciate you. And anybody else that pops in, man, this is going to be an awesome show. This guy is funny as hell to me. Oh, look, Mike says we can start now. Show starts. That's it. It's over. Don't focus on this guy right here because, it's a scab now because I picked it so many times. But, Mike, I'm glad you're here. Rob, I'm glad you're here. Sue's mama, what's up? I haven't seen you in a minute. How you been? Yeah, it's going to be a good show. I think I can't remember how we met actually, but this guy is awesome. Great personality. I love his vibe. I love everything that he does on TikTok. It's great. It's good comedy. It's great content. And he doesn't let people get under his skin, and that's what the best part about it is. That's what the best part. So, I mean, I know normally I just kind of hang out here and chit chat for shooting the shit for a little bit. I rhymed. Oh, and by the way, we are streaming on YouTube, of course, and on Twitch. So if y'all are on Twitch and or us, feel free to drop a like. We love the likes. If y'all don't know what the likes are, it's these stupid things right here, the big old thumbs up. I did get a new camera, so you guys now you get to see me up and close and personal with all my gray beard, my auto focusing. I got my internet fixed again because it's fucking garbage. Greg, what? Where you been, you motherfucker? Anyway, gonna get him out here, and we're going to just have a great time. Ask questions, please. Ask the questions. Ask. Enjoy the conversation. We're gonna shoot the shit. We're gonna talk. We're gonna have a good time. Oh, is it too loud? I'm sorry. I'm getting a text from my manager. Like my audio is not right or something. Is my audio garbage, you guys? No, it's probably me. It's probably me. I'm screaming into the microphone. Give me 1 second. This is what happens when you go live. Okay. Hold on. Let's check it out. Test. Oh, I think I. How about now? Was that better? So what happened with the new camera? It's taken the audio from up there. My fault, you guys. That's better now? Now you get to hear my majestic beard, and you get to hear my angelic voice. Shut up. Bam! What? Anyway, I'm bringing him out. I'm not talking. Here's my man, Dane. Dane!
Where?
What's up?
Who's that guy? What's going on, guys?
Where'd he go?
Where's that guy? Where'd he go? Where's that guy?
Welcome.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, man.
I want to dedicate this. I finally made it here to the top. Dedicate this to my peeps. Everyone upstairs, downstairs, everyone. Thank you.
And
Definitely
most
my
of
boy
all,
over.
I want to thank myself for being me.
I want to thank my manager for being able to manage something so awesome. Everybody out there, my fans, love you.
Yeah.
My boy over here in his mom's basement. I love this guy.
Don't mind me. Ma! Meatloaf! Meatloaf! There he is. Big Man Basson. So Big Man Basson is out of Florida. He quit his job to go fish.
Bro, I love that card game. I freaking love it. I'll kill the card game. That's what I love to hear, though. Going to Florida, doing the bass fishing and stuff. I love it. I love the fishing. I moved to Alabama to do the same thing on the beach, and I miss it every day. And then now I'm back. So yeah, what's going on, Rob? That's my boy, Rob.
He's in the house. He's in my basement. Ah!
Ma. Hey, here's mine. Give me some meatloaf. You got any Cheetos, bro?
Right, it's great to have you, man. It really is. I was super pumped when you said yeah, and I was like, sweet, this will be cool. And then I thought, well, I know a lot of TikTokers don't. I don't know. They say yeah, and then it's more like a no, and then they just kind of fade out and like a fart in the wind.
I'm telling
Gone.
you, bro. Like a small fart.
And then, but when you said, we're like, yes, man, let's do this. Let's rock and roll. Boom. I was like, fuck around.
I was stoked. I was like,
I went on the phone.
I can't believe he asked me.
I asked him out on a date.
He did.
Yes.
It was gorgeous. It was great. Went to Brahms. Then he was from Oklahoma in those Brahms.
Mm-hmm.
He even got me the large shake. He got to give me the large shake. Never mind.
Yeah. So honestly, I plan on doing a ride along. I'm going to come out there and we're going to do a ride along.
Yes, I like it. It's going to be a blast.
So I totally am going to wear a shirt, like a really tight shirt.
I'd hope you wear a shirt.
Tuck it and be like, Dane,
bro.
I'm going to jump out of your car and run.
I'm going to call you my lot lizard. Help his ass. It might happen. My God, he wears that shirt.
Don't promise me a good time there,
my
Mike.
God.
Live. Oh, wait a minute. Live stream ride along.
Oh, we could be the ride along crew part 2.
Oh,
see what I did there? Oh no, part 2. It rhymed. You just ruined it. Never mind. Out on it.
I ruin all kinds of shit. I really do.
Welcome to my world.
I mean, it happens.
It's great.
Oh shit! Mike says when he runs, tase his ass. You know what? I've already been certified, so
weird not to hear your accent. Yeah, I don't know what accent's gonna come out. It just happens. they just pop out. It's the voices in my head, and it's stop and frisk. I like him when he runs and frisk. I want him to tackle me, big man Basson. I'll just fall on purpose. He doesn't even have to tackle me. I'll just fall on purpose and do this. But like, dang! I fell and hit a rock. Oh no! Please, God, don't land on me.
I'm coming. Meet the vanilla gorilla.
We can really confuse people. I'll run, and then you run behind me with that shirt tied up.
Oh hell yeah! Totally down for that.
One of my favorite things that Brian and I do is like when we're out on just random calls. We're out there like running traffic, and like you have all your looky-loos that want to sit there and rubberneck. So we just start randomly pointing randomly at the tree, and we'll be like, "Dude, did you see that up there?" And they'll be like, "What the hell? What's up there?"
Yeah,
it's fantastic. I love it.
Oh, dude, I used to do that. I like grabbing the manual taser, not the taser, but the speed, the little thing that you look through the hole.
Yeah,
I love that thing because you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Wall-E.
Oh,
so I sit there and I go, and I'll soon as you see it, soon as the people see you do this, it's not. I don't even have it on. As soon as they see this, you see the car go. Ooh.
Dude, that nosedive is the best.
You see it, whoa, and you're like. Gotcha. Got him.
Got him. Got him.
Yep, that's how we roll. And
got him.
Yeah, we'll definitely, big man. We will definitely give you some like these little tricks that we do.
Oh, it's fantastic.
My old car, it had no, it was basically just no lights on the top. It looked like it was UC'd.
Yes.
And it said police on it on the side with a little bit darker vinyl. But at night, if the light shined on it, right dead on it, it was a ghost. It did not see it until you passed it, and then it said police. Well, I would sit in one spot, see a truck, and I go, he's bouncing on the line. I'm going to go catch him over here. And I go through the thing, meet up with him, poke out, and there he is. And he's like,
oh,
Get behind him, and there he is, bouncing on my mayonnaise mustard lines. Pull him over. That's the sound of the police.
Oh, I love that song. That's a great song. It's like my theme song.
Mm-hmm.
That and Dunkin' Donuts. So like we have a GMC when I was in training. We had a GMC, and this thing from the rear, you couldn't tell. It looked like your typical oil field truck.
Mm-hmm.
So I was having fun because people would try to pass me all the time. So I started like putting random stuff in the back so it looked like I was a work truck. I had like lawn chairs back there one time. So people were like, definitely not a cop. And they'd start to pass me. They'd be like, and they'd get right back behind me. I'm like, dang it. And of course, like from the side, it was the most marked car we had. But from the rear, you couldn't tell jack. I loved it.
Close. That's awesome.
It was fantastic. I loved it.
I had a lady, she was texting, right? And you can clearly see she was not paying attention, not even close. So I ended up getting right beside her, and it was kind of starting to get dusk out, a little dark. I took the spotlight and I went, I hit her phone. She looked over. She's like, oh, and she dropped it. And I went, and I just kept going. Listen, I just gave you like a straight up stop. I saw you.
No.
Yeah. I just went like this to her.
Not in my house. No.
Not in my jurisdiction.
No.
Babe, you know what? If we do this ride along, you have to get out and go, papers. Show me your papers.
Papers. Give me papers. What are you doing in my country? Like, what?
Give me your papers.
Like, what papers? You know what papers?
The ones that you have to drive with, the papers. Before you cross big bridge, I need papers.
They're like, that's a river bridge. It's very big. Biggest in county.
Biggest in county.
You don't need a very beautiful bridge. Very.
Speaking of bridges, you ever been to Florida?
Yeah, I love Florida.
Do you remember? Have you been down to the Keys where they have that 7-mile bridge?
One of these days.
Oh my gosh.
One of these days.
Yeah, the 7-mile bridge. It's pretty cool at first, man. You're cruising, but then you're like cruising for like mile 3, and you're like, I'm in the fucking ocean.
I'm like, what?
And if this thing falls, I'm gone.
This is gonna be pretty gnarly.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt. I might not make it out alive.
This is gonna be sweet.
Then mile 2.5, you're like, I'm ready to go back.
Yeah. So like we're closer to this side now, you said? Oh shit. I don't know.
You know why I pulled you over, Meow?
Oh, right, Meow. Because the snozberries taste like snozberries.
He's pulling over. He can't pull over anymore.
You boys like Mexico?
Oh, that
19 miles. Woo. And it has to be cold. No.
This one is legit. So it is a bridge, and then it goes bloop, into a tunnel. If that's the one, yeah, that's the tunnel. Mm-hmm. Bloop, underwater. But you know what's really cool about it? You get to see all the sharks.
Hey, I wanted to be a marine biologist when I was a kid. Let's do this. It's only 3 to 20 feet, so yeah. I hope you get deep in. That's no joke, man. Like in Mobile, that you have that bridge. Except if you went off that bridge, it was only like 4 feet deep, but just alligators. Just alligators. Nope. You're like, no, I'm good on that.
All right. Yeah.
No, bro, you go ahead and enjoy that.
Mm-hmm. None for me, thanks. I'm trying to quit the alligators. They're good eating, but
what killed me there though is like they're not used to wind, so they're like, stay off the bridges when it's windy. I'm like, it's like 10-mile-an-hour winds right now. I don't like. Shit. Have you been to Oklahoma?
Yeah, we rocking a windbreaker.
Yeah, I'm like, no, we're good. Like I'm going there. I'm the only one on that bridge. But like, this is fantastic. Nope, no.
This feels good.
I had a partner that worked for the PD down there with me. Oh, so I never. I mean, we got like freezing rain once a year. The rest of it was above freezing. So I was like, man, you know what I think stupid? She's like, what? I go, the bridge freeze over faster than roads. And she's like, but it does. I'm like, well, duh.
Yeah.
She's like, but it does. And like she kept like looking at me like, how do you not know this? And I'm like, how is this not obvious to you? Like that's
it's like it's like, hey Dane, are you wearing a gray hat?
no.
I could have sworn that's a gray hat.
I think it is more like a off silver. Tastes like
snozberries.
It's not yellow. Not yellow. Yellow has a distinct taste.
My friend Steve at the gun shop, right? The local gun shop here. He was in the Marines. If he's watching this, he was in the Marines. He shows me a picture of these Crayola crayons that were actually candy.
Oh,
like they were candy. He was like, bro, I totally want these. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm totally gonna find them for you because I want to watch you eat some crayons.
And I got them. You miss Lambert? Oh, I do miss Lambert's. Oh, Lambert's.
What's Lambert's?
Lambert is the home of the throwed roll. So there's one in like I think Branson. Boy, Lambert's is great. So like what I love about Lambert's is like these people take it serious. So like they'll chunk these rolls, and these rolls are huge and they're amazing. God, they're amazing. But the best part is like there'll be old women there and they're like, I'll take a roll. And they're like, you have to catch it. They're like, but can you not hand it? You're right here. They're like, no, you have to catch it. And then like I'm just sitting there like, this is
batter up.
This is gonna be good. And then they'll do like a little underhand, and the women's to the back. Oh shit. Can I have a roll? There's so many rolls on the floor, or like they have these like flags that hang from the ceiling, and they'd be like, hit the flag. I'm over like, I don't care, it's dusty and all. I gotta get my damn roll.
Yeah.
And
it's that good, bro. I'm all for it.
Oh, dude, it's bomb. They're like, and they're huge. And then like the place is like an American food, like down home country food. Well, my father-in-law loved it. This is a place. If you ate, you have to eat like midday, like midday. You have to eat right after breakfast, and you are gonna be full the whole day because it's like fried food. You got rolls, and I can't turn down rolls. Yeah. So I'm over here like, dude, and then he's like, let's go to the beach. I'm like, no, that ain't happening. No, like, and then the next day we're like, well, where do you want to go eat? He'd be like, Lambert's. And I'm like, no, bro, like this is once a month type deal. You can't eat this every day. Yeah. That whole week we ate it every day, and I felt awful. It's like, man.
I'll be honest with you, I did too. Like I could picture a guy like wearing a white overall or apron with a whole bunch of like dirt, but the flour all over him. And he goes, stand back. And he goes running to the back. And then he just chunks it at like lightning speed. And this poor old lady's like, and then drop it.
And I'm over here waiting for it to hit her in the face and bounce off her. And I'm like,
you're playing catch it. You're like,
oh, I'm getting that bad boy. Them rolls are good, son.
So if I catch it, is this one for free? Is it mine?
Is that my roll?
My meatloaf.
My roll. Shit.
That's great. That is good shit, man.
Oh yeah, that's fantastic.
That's in Bama.
They have one in like Branson area.
I got you.
That's where the first one was, and they put one down there by the beach in Bama. And, so good. Oh,
see, have you been to Buc-ee's?
I have been to Buc-ee's.
Okay, man. Look, I tried telling a couple of these people in the show. Like, I'm like, listen, Buc-ee's is not just a gas station. It is a super center with fuel pumps.
Yeah. Think about it as being the first super center Walmart when they first came out.
With mixed with a little bit of Bass Pro.
Oh, fuck yeah. Or like, not even that. Like, they're not going to know this either, but like those, like the Cherokee Travel Stop or whatever on I-40.
Oh, yes.
We're like, dude, what'd you buy? I've got like 7 dream catchers. And
do you ever wonder, do you ever see people driving with the dream catcher hanging from the rearview mirror? And you're like, I really hope you're not sleeping while you're driving because that dream is not going to catch it.
This is not good. It's not good. It's going to be a nightmare. That's a nightmare catcher.
Take it down. Take it down.
You better know it's a nightmare catcher, and he's going to catch that nightmare too. And you're a dick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
man.
man.
So there was like this one time when I was younger. So like we all cruised it to school in like a single cab pickup, like a little like Mazda B 2200 or some shit, right? With a bench seat.
Oh yeah.
I never rode in the middle.
Of course.
My buddy that was a lot smaller, he rode in the middle, and it was a standard. So the driver, of course, is driving it, and then you had the passenger in the middle. Well, I would reach over at the traffic light. I would reach over, hit the horn, and duck because I was on the passenger side. So as soon as I ducked, it showed the two guys just sitting there. They're like, "Why did you do that?" And then you see the people look over like, "Oh, that's so cute."
Oh man.
Good times. Good times. That's only in a bench seat. You can only do that in a bench seat.
Yeah, but do you remember what was it, Isuzu or the Ford Rangers? They had them too. They had the back seat that was the extended cab one, and it was like just a small seat that folded from the sides toward the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Man, my buddies would be like, "I'll pay for your dinner if you sit back there." I'm like, "Man, this is some bullshit." But all right, I'll sit back. you got my big ass in there, like.
Mm-hmm.
So where are we going? My head, but
Wendy's.
it's also shit. Fuck, I could have got, but it'd be like my head's over here like this, and be like, "Oh, this is some shit."
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Lambert's is a shithole. Okay, I see how you are, man.
Got to see how you are, man.
You're gonna have your full name on here? You crazy? You put your full name on there? Like I'm not gonna hush you down, okay? Oh, I got you.
Let's see. Hold on. We got more Japanese Ranger.
Yeah, for your monster.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But Buc-ee's, man, I'm telling you, so there's a few people that actually did go to Buc-ee's, and they're like, "Dude, you weren't bullshitting." I know. I took my son because Buc-ee's is like 2.5 hours away from me, and I took my son. We just went on a day, shot down there. And my youngest, we went down there before Christmas, and he goes, "Hey, Dad, look at this sweater." He goes, "Can I get this sweater?" And it's like an ugly sweater, but it has the Buc-ee beaver on it. And I go, "Hell yeah." So he said, "I'm going to wear it at Grandma and Grandpa's for Thanksgiving." And I went, "Yeah, you are. That's my boy." He did.
My boy already out there chasing beaver.
He's already got it on his chest.
It's such a beautiful moment. If you show a poop emoji too, I'm done.
Yeah, he did too, and he was proud of that. Whenever he was younger, he always like you wanted a mask, like just you know what I mean, like he wanted to dress up like a ninja, and that mask he would be sweating his ass off, but he owned it. He owned wearing that mask, and he would wear it throughout the whole thing. Like, "Yep, I'm rocking it." Yeah. You take the mask off, and he is a different face because he lost all this weight in his face. It's completely different. So yeah, I mean, it was good stuff. So that's what he does. So when he said that he wanted that sweater, bro, he took that sweater.
Yeah, like you wear it. It's August in Oklahoma, but you wear that fucking sweater.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna smell like that sweaty. Never mind.
He fucking rocked it. So I was like, "That's my boy."
Love it.
That's on your dad's side of the family, not your mama's. That's your daddy's.
You're welcome. You get it from your daddy, huh?
You know it. So why how long have you been on TikTok?
March of last year I started it.
Really?
Of 2020. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, so I made it as, I don't want to say a joke because everyone's like, I made it as a joke. Mm-hmm. It wasn't really as a joke. Like I was bored one morning and I was like, I keep hearing this TikTok shit, so let me try this. So I made this video, and I probably deleted about 10 of them. I was like, nobody's going to want to watch this. This, like, my video quality's terrible compared to everybody else over here doing these crazy dances. All I'm doing is doing a radar video. So I did one, and then it got about 20,000 views. I was like, oh, okay. So I did another one, and then that one popped up to 487,000 views.
Damn.
In a day. So, like, the next day, I go into work, and, like, other deputies are like, bro, I got on Facebook today, and, like, you're on 7 different law enforcement pages. And I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah,
Nice.
everyone's sharing it. I was like, no, they're not. So I get on, I'm like, oh, shit, that is. So then I started doing them. I was like, okay, I'll keep doing this a little bit. And then I started throwing myself in a little bit more and more.
Yeah.
But the haters bring me more views than anything because like a lot of them hate when stop harassing people, or I'm a road pirate. I don't know where this road pirate thing started. That is the most stupid thing. So I started wearing it. I go to Walmart on Halloween and they didn't have eye patches. So I ended up asking a lady, I'm like, ma'am, how do you not have pirate eye patches? She's like, well, we don't have pirate eye patches, but we do have actual eye patches. I was like, fucking sold. You got eye patches? I'm buying eye patches. So I went in there and started buying eye patches and started making comments. So they're like, you're a road pirate video. I'm like,
hold on a second.
yeah. Like, yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Naughty,
Oh my.
guilty. Dude, it's crazy. And then it just kept blowing up. And then someone was like, hey, you're on this really famous YouTuber's video. And I was like, what? So I get on it, and sure enough, she's talking about me on her YouTube video. I mean, it wasn't the best of stuff, but hey,
Right.
she's still talking about me. Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was on hers, and then I was like, maybe I'm onto something. So I just kept doing it, and now it's almost like addictive. It's like if I don't post, I'm like a meth head trying to get a fix. I'm like, I haven't posted today.
You want some cheese?
Yeah. Just got any cheese? I know a guy on a railroad that does.
So, I'm.
Let's talk about tweaker bags. What the hell? Like, I want to know, like, as I say this, I'm like, the things you're going to see in tweaker bags.
Oh my gosh.
This is great. I'm over here looking at my desk. My wife is like,
looking at your desk.
This is best. This is the best. All right. So tweaker bags, if you don't know, are filled with like the most nonsense things. I'm like,
okay, yeah.
Like this right here would be in a tweaker bag. This is a baby trophy. Why that's on my desk, I don't know. My wife just brought it over. She's like, look, I had a trophy as a baby. I'm like, doing what? First participation trophy. I was like, that's the stuff you're going to find in a tweaker bag on like a random night.
And a shit ton of coloring pencils.
Oh, that you're going to find coloring pencils. You're going to find fake change, not real change, fake change.
And a comb with like 4 teeth.
Yeah. Oh.
And it's like that long, and there's only like 4 teeth on it. And it's like, what do you do with this?
Guaranteed, you're definitely gonna find flashlights.
Don't lose my comb, man.
That's my stuff, man.
Yeah,
it's my flashlight. Like, bro, there's not even a bulb. It's my flashlight.
But then you also get and I haven't done it yet, but like a garbage pool, and I know some of the department has done a garbage pool. And they said that when they see batteries and they're peeled, they call them skinning rabbits. And that is probably the most perfect term to seeing a battery peeled.
I like it.
Is skinning rabbits.
I was like that.
Yeah, because the Energizer Bunny.
Yes.
So whenever you open up a garbage can, and you're dumping it in your department, you're making a fucking mess. You got gloves and you got your fucking respirator on, and you're like, and you see a battery peeled, and you're like,
oh shit!
They're cooking because they're skinning rabbits.
Boom! Case closed. Like, well, we haven't even done yet, but I am done. I've already found it.
There's a rabbit that's been skinned. It's right there. It says Duracell. I don't give a fuck.
It's
what
not
it
even.
says.
It's not even Easter. Where the fuck did you get a rabbit? No.
Hold on. Big Man Basson says we had a meth head running in naked in Cape Coral.
Yes, fantastic.
You let him run.
You just get it. They just
go tackle him.
God no, God, I
it's
hate
doing
that.
this.
This is a flop. But yeah, I mean, let's be for real. It's more like stop telling everybody what you did. It's okay, buddy. It's all right. You're out there fishing. You got to have a good time. Keeps going and going.
It's doing this, running down the road.
Boy, could you imagine the fish you could get for that thing? Boy.
You might get some big bass, Big Man Bass.
Yeah, I'm all over in Pasco County. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They're everywhere. It's like just everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And then and the best is they're like, no, I just had like 8 cups of coffee. No, just coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Coffee.
So
just coffee.
One of our officers one day he shows up. I'm there at 5 a.m. He shows up about 7. And all of a sudden, about like 8 o'clock, like I totally just started drinking some coffee, you know, from the quickest gas station right down the corner. And I'm just like, man, I'm trying to wake up, drinking my coffee. All of a sudden, we get a call. County Central 36. I was like, oh, 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. 36, go ahead. 36, there's a disturbance at such and such address. And I'm on the mic and I go, you know where that's at, right? And he goes, yeah, let's go. And
Let's
I went,
do it.
36, 37 en route. Click. We go. We pull up and dude's walking out of the house, right? He's got like 5 donuts, but they're all squished into like a sandwich. Like they're all flattened. He's got chocolate all around his lips. And right here, like he just took a bite out of this fucking barbecue sandwich. So it's got like, it's just smeared across his face. And then there's like little, what looks like pixie dust across the top of the, right? So he goes and talks to the homeowner and we're like, whatever, you know. I go talking to him and he's like, man, look, you guys, I really appreciate what you guys do. And, you know, you guys put your lives on. I said, shut the fuck up. And he just looked at me and I said, your best friend has FTP spray painted on the side of his truck. Do you think I really give a shit?
You're bullshit.
Stop. Just stop talking. And I go, what is that on top of your donuts? I've never seen sugar like that on top of your donuts. And he goes, oh yeah, it's that new stuff called Truvia. Man, and he keeps biting it and he's got more. I was like, that's meth, isn't it? And he's like, yeah. All right, bro.
You got me. Deal.
But he's like the most honest one. You know what I mean? He won't lie to you. He will not lie to you.
We got called to one the other day. Oh my God. So we get there. He's jonesing hard, just sitting there doing the whole all over the place, right? And then, so he's sitting there and he's telling me, he goes, so my girl, we lost our kids. But we lost them. I'm trying to get them back. I've been doing right. I've been doing really good. I've been doing right. I've been doing good. Right. Okay. I've been all right. I've been doing all right. Okay. But then she's got to go crazy. And she's like, she's a effing junkie. She's an effing junkie. Right. And I'm like, yeah, what are you up to? No. She's an effing junkie. And then he goes, dude, she shoots it up. You know, you only junkies shoot it up. I'm like, do what? Yeah. And he's like, no, I'm using, but she's a junkie. I'm like, I didn't sit here and call her a junkie, but you're doing the same thing. And they were like, I sat there and fought with him for a while about this. I'm like, whatever, dude. I don't even care. Just leave the premises. She wants you to leave. You need to leave. Mm-hmm. So then, like, I go into work about a couple of days later, and the PD officer was like, hey, have you seen that dude's Facebook Live? And I was like, no. This dude in his Facebook Live, in his house, okay, sitting there's like, I know y'all think I'm high. I'm not high. I know you think I am, though, but I'm not, okay? I'm not high. Not. But she is, she's doing bad things. And he's like sitting there doing this whole thing. And he's like, and then he starts showing this is his house. Then he starts showing these needles everywhere. And he's like, see, look what she's doing. And you see what this is? That's meth. That's meth. And I'm like, this is Facebook Live. Yeah. Sure. I was off duty, but I was like, bro, like, come on. I know this might be a shocker to everybody. He got arrested the next day. Yeah. It's mind-blowing.
Well, there's quite a few comments here. Let's see. Yeah, Florida is always on cops. Remember back in the day, it was always Broward County or Brevard County. They were always on
Pensacola.
Cops. Pensacola. Now, Big Man says, what's y'all's most memorable call?
I'll let you go first when I think about this. There's so many. Like, it's hard to like say your most memorable.
See, I mean, I have a couple of good ones.
Yeah, see, that's but like it might be my most memorable because I was there and it was like a lot more funny when you're there, but to y'all it might not be as funny as other. So it can go both ways. I've got fire ones and I've got police ones. It's just like,
I was brand new. Okay. This was almost like an arson case, and it was on a Sunday. I won't forget this one. And So I get a call that there's a fire, and I was like, okay, I'm not the fireman, but all right, let's ride. Get there. I'm the first one on scene. I pull up, and I'm hearing that like dispatch says that there might be somebody inside. And I was like, fuck. So I'm banging on the wall, PD, anybody in there? Bang, bang, bang. And I break out the baton, bang, bang, bang. Anybody in there? Bang, running around the house. I can't go 100 feet to the flames where this room is just engulfed. Like the glass was already broken from that one. And I was like, there's no way if anybody's in there, I can't get in there. So as soon as I hear that somebody's inside, Dane, that smoke, when I opened up that front door, that smoke, if I put my hand right here, now you guys, this is how close I am. Just so y'all know, that's not very close. That's a foot from my face. I could not see my hand. So I dropped to the ground and I had maybe that much air in there. And I thought, well, I'm going to go crawling and I'm going to go find somebody. And I'm hoping that they're like right here. As soon as I drop down, I feel this hand on my ankle and he goes, there's nobody inside. Just as I was already halfway in the door, grabs my ankle and he's like, nobody's in there. And I get out. So I start talking to him. I said, well, how do you know? And he said, well, because I'm the owner of the house. I'm renting it to two people, a husband or a guy and a girl, and they're just boyfriend and girlfriend. It's his rental. I said, okay. So I said, is there any way you can get the renter here? We need to talk. I need to talk to him. So because now they're telling me that there's a female inside, and if she's in that back room, I can't. Nobody, she's dead. So then he shows up. Long story short, she made a comment to him: "If you leave me, I'll burn this motherfucker down." And I said, "Well, I need you to write that down in a statement." So he would not write it down. He did not write it down in the statement. I ended up having to get the fire marshal to show up after everything was done. We had to watch the house because it was still a crime scene.
Yeah, that's awful.
So you've got one officer sitting there babysitting a fucking house.
Bored out your mind until the fire marshals show up.
So then they showed up. Then next thing you know, about a month later, I get reports from everybody. I got a stack of paperwork. Finally, everybody shows up. And next thing I know, she shows up. And we're like, where did you go? Last we heard is that you were walking down the street barefooted. Somebody gave you a ride about 45 minutes south. Where did you go? I hung out with my friend. And I said, what happened? Like, I don't even know the full story. Well, they did. They got into an argument and he hit her. And he hit her so hard that he knocked her out, and he knocked her out in that room. And what happened, and the fire marshal actually concluded that it was a faulty plug because that was an add-on. It was a faulty plug, and he hit her with some sort of curling, not a straightener. I guess one of these really expensive straighteners that has the electrical box on it. Well, he broke it. And it broke out of that, and there was clothes sitting there, and I guess it sparked up because that's how the trail was. Well, he hit her so hard that she knocked out, and that caught on fire. Just as she was waking up, she saw that it was on fire, couldn't grab anything, and she hauled ass. She got scared. She freaked out. She panicked, and she left. And fast forward, house is no longer there, and I pulled them over twice after that. I'm like, you guys remember me? And they're like, no.
Well, you're in my damn memories.
God. But, you can only think of that somebody's daughter, that somebody's mom, sister, aunt, everybody. It's somebody that's in there. And that's what you did. And I was going in. Yep. And I didn't. Last thing I could think of was that person's life, not mine, that person's. And my son was like, you didn't think about me? Fuck no, I didn't think about you, dude.
And in that moment, you don't. You think you would. It's not like movies. It's not like some sweet Sarah McLachlan song coming on and you see your family be like, oh. Yeah. No, it's not like so we recently had a fire and we were told someone was inside. So Brian and I, we both are firemen as well. We both volunteer on our days off. So we show up and we're like, we're going in. we're going in here. Like, let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
So we go to this door, and I'm like, I've been through plenty of doors. I'm going through this door. So I start like rhino charging this door, and I'm like, God, this door is awful. Well, next thing you know, I go to hit it, and Brian hits me into the door, and I'm like, oh, okay. So then I do it again. He hits me again so hard. We go through the door, but like it gave me a stinger, and I was just like, oh, well, this sucks. So then we're sitting there, and the fire department still hadn't got there, so we're like, uh-oh, we got to go in. So as we start going in, and we're like, man, this is rough. I mean, at that time, it was billowing, smoke billowing, and everything. So then we hear the fire truck. We're like, all right, let's let the firemen get here with the SCBAs. Well, they had a rookie with them.
Mm-hmm.
So this rookie shows up at the back door with us, and he's got this hose. He's ready to go. He's ready to fight. All right, and like we're sitting there just watching this smoke billow out, and I'm like, it's above us. I'm watching the flames above us. He runs to the door and like doesn't have a mask on, doesn't have jack on. He just runs, turns the corner, and like I saw the excitement in his face. All right, and he's about to open that damn nozzle, and he's like, so he falls back and he's like, my face is on fire. I can't see. I can't breathe. So we're like, dude, bro, get back. We got this. So then Brian and I both take this hose, and we're in full sheriff gear. We don't have bunker gear. So we're over here fighting fire, and we're like, we got to get in here. So I'm backing him, and Brian and I are both just sitting here inhaling so much smoke.
Oh, my God.
This kid's back here like still trying to figure out where the hell he is. What's his name? And he's like, oh, I can't see. And then like someone comes over and helps him. I'm like, this is Jesus Christ, like chill out back there. So we're going for a while. Well, then finally they get all their stuff on. They come out. Well, long story short, we found out there's nobody in there, but Brian and I are about to run in, and our sheriff shows up, and the chief of the fire department was like, I want to let you know those two deputies are fucking crazy. Those dudes like they ran straight in there with no mask, no nothing. They just went in there, and we're both looking like crap. And Brian ended up having to get in the EMS, like he had to get in the ambulance because he couldn't breathe. Yeah, we ended up. Well, he didn't want to, but I was like, "You're getting in the damn ambulance, bro. You're getting in there. You need oxygen." So we're sitting there, and like he's over here can barely breathe in the back of the ambulance, and they come up and say that, and we're like, "Hell yeah, we are. We're crazy. We're fucking crazy, man." But yeah, come to find out, the owner of the house had just moved out. And that is a bad area of town. So they just got done boarding that door up. That is why I could not get through the door easily, because they just boarded the damn door up. So that's why my big self kept rhino charging it and getting hit by Brian too.
Because the rest you kept bouncing off.
No, I kept bouncing. The next day, like I was just like, man, this is great. It's a great day out. My neck was so jacked up from hitting that damn door so many times.
Why am I so sore?
This hurts so bad. This getting older stuff's for the birds.
Hey, honey, you want to play?
Yeah, like it's here. It's not even like that. It's like, hey, you want to play? Hey, you got some icy hot?
So I totally could use a massage right now.
Man, it was intense too, but it was fun.
Crazy.
It was fun just watching that rookie. I died.
Oh, yeah.
I laughed so hard the whole day as I'm coughing up a bunch of soot.
I mean, I was in, let's see, I started this law enforcement journey back in like 2018, and I'm still really new to everything. So I still, I love learning it. I love learning everything about it. And man, just the different style of how people will go and make an approach on a vehicle, or, is it driver side or passenger side? Well, it just really depends on how you feel,
Yeah.
Or it depends on if you're on the highway or not. It's just really, everything just depends on you.
Yep.
And it takes a different toll when you're there, when you're actively sitting there and you're just like, huh. I'm wearing a badge, and I really hope I know what the fuck I'm doing, because I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to get hurt.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's the worst. Is you're sitting there and like, when you sit back and you realize, wait, so when you call 911, I'm
the 911.
Oh shit, this is gonna be a long day.
I'm on the other side.
I thought there was supposed to be like a Superman that showed up, and then it's like, no, here comes Deputy Dane.
Oh my gosh! So we there was a this guy was speeding through the school zone one day, right? And this is one of my favorite stories. I'm the only one on duty. Our department is probably the size of my thumb, and it's really small town, 2 gas stations. That's it, really. And it's a really cool little town, and it's old farm town, you know, so I love it. And I pulled over this truck. He was speeding in a school zone. Well, I love school zones. Please speed through the school zones because there's no slack on that. So I pulled him over. I make approach. I made contact with the guy. I said, "How you doing? I'm Officer Harris. You know, The reason I'm stopping you, were going 45 and a 25, my man. And here in the state of Oklahoma, we don't play that game here." Mm-hmm. And I said, "But you're from Oklahoma, so you obviously already knew that." So I get his information. Go back. County Central 36, are you cleared to copy? And when you hear something to that effect, you're kind of like, oh, man.
Are you 1012? Wait, what?
Yeah. So you kind of go, yeah, go ahead. And they're like, 36, that truck came back stolen. And I went,
we're gonna play today.
Right? So now I've got him pulled over on this little like 2-lane highway in a school zone. All of a sudden I hear Central 30 en route, Central 31 en route, Central 33 en route. I said, where the hell are all these guys coming from? And all of a sudden I got like the whole friggin' department behind me. I said, wait a minute, y'all. I thought y'all were off.
Let me play.
What's going on? So my sergeant pulls his pistol. It's felony stop. That's a felony stop.
Yeah.
Sergeant pulls his pistol, but he keeps it hanging down by his side, right? And he goes, "Get him out of the truck." And I went, I said, "Hold on, Sarge." I said, "Here's the deal." I said, "I already made contact with him." I said, "So do you want to pull him out this way, or you want me to try to go the other approach?" He goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, this guy," I said, "honestly, I really don't." And it's probably just my ignorance. I said, "But this guy, I don't think he's really that harmful." And he says, "Why?" I said, "Because he has this like OSU certificate, like a plaque, not a plaque, but like a graduate,
your degree
framed, sitting in the passenger seat in a seat belt." And he goes, "Get him out." I said, "Okay." Go walking up to the truck, open it up. And I was like, "Hey, man, I'm going to need you to step out of the truck."
Okay.
He comes out, suit and tie. He goes, "What's going on, man?" I said, "I need you to stand right back here until we figure out what's going on." I said, "This truck got reported stolen. Is that why y'all's guns are out?" And because mine was out at this time.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And I go, "Yes, sir." I go, "So I just need you to stand right here." I said, "I'm going to go ahead and put you in cuffs. That way, you know, you're just kind of hanging out." So we did put him in cuffs. He just stood there. Like he was cool with everything. Come to find out, he reported the truck stolen because when he was in Texas, it actually got repossessed. He thought it was stolen. And he called the police department, the dispatch, and told them, "Hey, listen, I've got my truck back. It was this." And they never cleared it. So fast forward 3 years or something, the truck is still stolen.
I've had that happen soon. You're like, "Oh, it's gonna be playtime." They're like, "It's not stolen." As they're like sitting there, "It's not stolen, I swear."
Hold on. So, okay, real question. How do y'all approach vehicles with darker tint? Any tips for the people on the other end? Absolutely.
Yep.
I'll let you handle this one.
So with your darker tint, the best thing I can tell you to do is automatically, even if you don't have darker tint, if it's raining, obviously don't do this. Best thing I tell you is as we come up to the car, have all the windows rolled down, your hands on the steering wheel. And if you really want to make the officer at ease, pull your keys from the ignition, put them in front of you on the dash, hold the steering wheel, all windows down. All that's going to tell me is as I'm walking up is it's like, okay, this guy knows what's up, or this lady knows what's up. They're ready for me to do what I got to do. And if you do that and you make me feel at ease, the whole situation is going to go a lot easier. Because when you have that dark a tint and I'm over here like glancing, we have tricks to deal with them. And that's going to be your best bet. But just so you know, like you can actually use your cell phone camera. And if you put your cell phone camera up against a window, you can see through the tint. Perfect. It's actually a sweet trick. So like I use it all the time. When you find it, go find a dark tint window, put your cell phone against it on camera, and watch. You can see straight through it. I'll use that. So I'll be sitting there talking to the driver. And if you don't have your windows down, I'll be talking to the driver. But at the same time, I'll have my camera over here looking through the window, make sure there's nobody in the back ready to pop me.
Right.
That's the best way to deal with it. There's really no proper way to deal with like it perfect. If you're not going to have your windows down, I'm probably going to surprise you. I'm going to have my takedowns on. If I could tell you have real dark tint, I'll have my takedowns on, and I'll probably approach you from the passenger side so you're not ready for it. But it just kind of depends. There's never anything. There's so many different levels. Like before I got in law enforcement, I thought I was going to be, okay, I got him pulled over. I'm parked here. I'm going to go here. I'm going to do this. It never goes like that. It's going to go like, I was on my way home. I'm really playing. I wasn't want to pull this person over, but they were driving stupid. I got to pull them over. And then am I going to write him a citation? I'm probably not going to write him a citation. So I'm just going to approach you willy-nilly. But at the same time, I'm ready at all times. I'm going to be ready. But it just depends. I mean, there could be your end of shift, or it could be your beginning of shift, or it could be I just got off a bad call. You never know. You never know.
Now, I've noticed that if people, if they've ever been in interacted with law enforcement, or if they've like always they just know a different drill, they'll end up taking the keys out, throwing them up in the dash, and the hands immediately come outside the vehicle. That's a completely different style than what Dane was just talking about, because that person has had a run-in with law enforcement a million times. He's probably been arrested, because that's how we think, because it's not something that a different person would have done. Their hands go immediately out, or they'll take their car all the way to a gas station and park it in a parking spot, when then the hands come out. So it's a completely different setup. So there's different ways too. And then if he also has tinted windows, you still have to be cautious and figure out what's going on. But
I'm not gonna lie. Anytime the hands come out like that, first thing I think is felony stop. This person has had a felony stop. If I pull up and your hands are out the window, first thing I'm thinking is, okay, this dude's have been around the block, not just been pulled over a lot, but has actually been taken from the car. Not in fun ways.
Let's see. He says he has a big old F-250. Now you can get that one cop, one deputy. Police and deputies they'll work together, but they're two totally different setup. So like you'll get one cop or one deputy that just maybe he had a bad experience with the darker window tint. Maybe he was on a call or something, he got shot at. So he's got a hard on for darker window tint. So if he's gonna pull somebody over, it might be for window tint. So but it's just happens. I mean, because he probably doesn't like it, because he's probably been shot, or he's probably
seen somebody or
seen something. So there's different things too, because man, we see all kinds of crazy shit sometimes.
So here's the thing that I'll tell you with a big F-250. We're in Oklahoma. There's going to be a lot of lifted trucks. There's a lot of time I'll ask people to get out of the car. It's not because automatically I feel threatened or anything. It's so I can keep eyes on everything. If you're in a big lifted truck, I might ask you out. It's again, like, it's not because I'm going, bam, I feel like you're going to do something. But what it is so I can see. I pull semis. If I pull a semi over, you're getting out of the truck. I can't see what you're doing in there. I'm not jumping up and put myself in disadvantage. You're getting out. A lot of the stuff that the media is telling you right now is we can't ask you to leave unless we have a reason. Here's the thing I'll tell you right now. If an officer asks you to exit the vehicle because the officer has the right for his officer's safety. You have to get out of that vehicle. I'm not saying like if the cop's being a dick, the best thing I'll tell you, if you get a dickhead cop, and there are dickhead cops, but there's different reasons. He could have a bad day. He could be dealing with other stuff. You never know. Or he could just be a dude that was picked on. You never know. I can't make excuses for all officers. Like there are dickhead cops.
Oh yeah.
But the best thing I tell you, even if you're dealing with a dickhead cop, kill him with kindness. Same thing I do with people. Kill them with kindness, because in that way, at the end, they're going to feel like a dick no matter what. So just get out of the car and be like, okay, what do I need to do now?
Oh yeah, I've told people to jump out when I pulled over a semi. If they don't stop at my stop sign or whatever. I've pulled them over. I've given them the citations.
Oh yeah.
And some of them are jackasses, and some of them are really cool.
You never know. So like I don't know if where you're at, we have a lot of saltwater trucks from all the oil fields. And like these dudes, you're either going to get ones, I'm not going to lie, that are really good people, or you're going to get your ones that are really using some drugs. And it just depends when you pull them over. When it comes to pulling a semi over, I know you have a CDL. I know you have a license to keep, or you'll lose your career. So when I pull you over, and if you're still being a dick to me, even though I'm still trying to kill you with kindness, like, dude, just stop talking. I'll probably give you a warning. That's one thing. But if you're a dick and I pull you out of the car and you're being a more dick, you're most likely going to get a citation.
I pulled over a semi truck. It was a 4-lane highway divided just by like yellow lines. School bus stop. Now here, you know what I mean? Here, you have to stop both sides. There's not protected by the center median. There's no barrier. There's no nothing. So you have to stop. Well, I was sitting there and I was watching. Well, the semi just kind of creeped. And then he went. And I went, that did not just happen. He's going to lose his friggin' life with this. So I pulled him over. He told me, as soon as I walk up to him, I said, how you doing? And it took about a good mile for him to find a spot to pull over. And now I'm irate because it took him that long. So, but I'm not like, what the fuck is your problem?
Yeah.
I walk up to him and I was like, hey man, you didn't see me back there like a mile back? He's like, well, I was actually looking for a place to pull over safely for you and me. And I was like, okay, I'll give you that. I said, so here's the deal, man. I said, did you see that stopped school bus with the stop signs hanging out? He goes, yeah. I go, why did you keep going through it? And he told me, he says, well, in state of like Massachusetts or Virginia or something, he says, we can go through it slowly. If it's on a 4-lane highway and we're on the outside, we can go through it really slowly. And, you know, once it's clear, we can go. And I said, I don't know that. I said, I'll tell you what, you hang out. I'm going to go look it up. And if you're lying to me, you're getting a ticket. How about that? And he goes, no, man, go right ahead. Sure as shit. It took me about 15, 20 minutes to find it. Sure as shit. It's in there. And they're allowed to go through it. And I said, and I walked up to him, and I'm a man of my word, walked up to him with a warning. And I said, look, I said, I'm a man of my word. I said, here's the deal. Here's your written warning. I go, but here in Oklahoma, when you see a school bus and the stop signs are out, you stop.
Yep.
They're not yield signs. They're stop signs. I said, even if you're passing them in the school parking lot and the school stops are out, you don't pass the school bus. You still stop. And he's like, oh, damn, man, I'm so sorry. I said, I'm a man of my word. Here you go. Have a good day. He's like, thank you so much. So, I mean, there's my instances. There's your different style of doing things.
I got to run to the restroom real quick, brother. I've been holding I'm like a meth head over here, just like, oh, dude. I gotta get my fix.
You should have brought a cup.
Don't tease me. I'll do it. I've got a big cup of water. I drink so much water when I'm on patrol.
No,
like people are like, I think you have a bladder issue. I'm like, no, I drink about 1.5 gallons of water a day.
Yeah, and it's good for you. It's good for you anyway.
So I'll be right back.
All right. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Dina, thanks for stopping by, sis. What do y'all think? Pretty cool, huh? Is that his dog? He just have his dog. Good. Now we can really talk shit about him. Dude, you see that beard? What the fuck? That beard of his. Golly, man. I just want to reach through it and just play with that beard of his. Right? Am I the only one? Am I the only one that wants to reach through the camera and just be like, golly, that thing is luscious. You can't even see mine. Look at that. What? Mine's growing out, son. I am a weirdo. I'm gonna put that up on the screen for everybody to see. Yep. My sister says, weirdo. I've always been this way though. You know that. I think so check this out. I think he's back. Hey.
Oh, hey guys. Welcome. Your apartment doesn't allow beards? Yes. Where I'm at, so I've never been able to have a beard since I've been an adult, and before that, I'm not that high school kid that had like that patchy nonsense everywhere. I went straight to the fire department after high school. Can't have a beard with the fire department. And then I was on a very strict agency in Alabama. No beard there. So when I got here and they said I can have a beard, I was like, it's happening.
It's happening, Captain.
It's growing the first time, and now it's I'm trying to learn how to control it, and I don't know how still.
So there's, I literally, when mine was growing out, like mine came out nice. I was going to a place up in the city called Well Done Jack's.
Yeah, oh yeah, right. I know exactly where this is. I used to live right by it. No, exactly. Got the
those guys
and
in
everything.
there. Those guys in there, man, they're like 1950s style. Just so everybody knows, he's like 1950s style. He's got like one of the guys, I think he has his hair slicked back. Mm-hmm. They have the black loafers with the pants rolled up and the t-shirts with a cigarette pack in it. It's really nostalgic. Is that the word I'm looking for? And they got like these old like panhead motorcycles in there, and it's really cool. And what's even better is when he trims you up with that straight razor and he does that leather, and he puts that hot lather up underneath, and then he's like, don't move. And you're like, this guy can take my life right now.
Oh, fuck, please don't be swinging Todd.
And when he's no shit. And when somebody walks behind him, he is very cautious he takes his hand out. Someone walks behind him, he comes back and he starts doing it. And he's always looking around, make sure nobody's, and then as soon as somebody comes around, he moves his hand. He shows you the blade and he's like, okay. And I love that place.
Oh yeah, that place is awesome. I miss living in the city. God, I used to live right over there off of Classen right there.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Well, no. Our chief does allow beards during No Shave November, but the guys have to pay $50.
That's awesome.
I do it.
Hell yeah. I still do it even though I'm allowed to have a beard.
My department, since I'm a reserve, I don't work for money at my department. Mm-hmm. We volunteer our time to be a cop. So long story short, I failed my state test by 2 points. I'm on a 2-year hiatus now from the cleat. So August is my 2 years. So since I work for free, I forgot where the hell I was going. Oh, with the beards. So the chief and everybody was talking about my beard. My beard was a big beard. And one of the guys goes, hey, man, in our policy and procedure, in our thing, it says that you're supposed to have a beard, but it's supposed to be well-groomed. I said, dude, this is well-groomed. And he goes, no, man, you're supposed to have it well-groomed, like close to the skin. So Chief looked at him and he goes, you know what? He works for free. So I think I'm the one that wrote that thing and we're not going to worry about it.
I love it.
I was like,
love it.
Amen.
Got him. Hey, fucking narc. You know what you get? Stitches, son.
Mm-hmm. I looked at him and I was like, yeah, and I'm your backup.
You're welcome. Do you care if my beard shows up behind you?
Right? Do you mind if I put it in 2 ponytails? Would you be upset by this?
Can I be a Viking Lord?
Yeah. Yeah. Totally down. Totally down. Oh, got some stuff in my ear.
Oh.
Anyway, so how many social medias are you on? I mean, I know of, hold on, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram. Do you have YouTube?
Mm-hmm. I've got 3.
Bro.
Yeah. I'm really, YouTube just started, but I have 3. I have 1 for gaming.
Oh yeah.
I've got 1 for Deputy Dane that I answer some questions on that I can't really answer on TikTok because it's not long enough. But originally I started Deputy Dane because I was like, bam, I'm going to start shooting guns. I'm going to do all this stuff. Yeah. And then they said, hey, by the way, price of ammo is going to be outrageous. You can't get it. So I was like, well, I'm not going to be shooting guns. That's not going to happen. So that one's kind of taking the back burner. But I also have one for my farm, and that's called Scribstead. And that's for
I got you.
Farm with my pigs and everything.
I got you.
And I got an OnlyFans. It's Big Daddy D. I'm
he shoots his gun.
I'm under fetish category because I make more because I'm big.
That's it. That's it. I'm starting one too.
Hell yeah, let's do it together. Well, not that way.
Sue said earlier, They've seen my video where I got
Oh.
tased.
Will they ever see
Ooh.
it? So,
That was earlier. I meant to throw that up earlier, but
yeah, I think I saw it earlier. So
sorry,
the agency I was on was kind of strict on stuff like that. So, me being the actual good employee, I didn't post it on anything, and they sent it to me in my company email.
Mhm.
And when I quit there to come back to Oklahoma, I forgot to take it out of that company email, so I've lost it forever.
No.
Yeah, I lost it and my my pepper spray video.
I won't do pepper spray.
It's awful. It sucks donkey balls. But at the same time, I'd rather have that than be tased. I hate being tased.
You know, I do too. But you know what? Tase only takes 5 seconds, but that pepper spray takes a lot longer.
But I can fight you still with pepper spray.
Yeah.
I've had to fight plenty of people with pepper spray. I can't fight you being tased. That's some of the worst stuff, man. Like being tased, I've had the alligator clips and I've been shot. The alligator clips left burns on me. So
I got shot by the, what is it? The X2, the yellow one.
Yeah.
I got hit by that one. And let me tell you that instead of having one probe, it's got two. It's like a little mini harpoon, and that thing burned me.
See, and that's the thing with the alligator clips really burn you because they have the two and it burns in between and it'll burn it all. Either way, it sucks. Like either way, it's not enjoyable. It's the longest 5 seconds of your life. I did
I got hit with got hit with an exhale.
Oh no!
So when I went on an exhale, he hit me with it. He kept in my video. It says, "Are you ready?" And I went, "No." "Are you ready?" And I said, "No." He goes, and I went, and he said, "Taser, taser, taser." And at the finish of my exhale, and I went,
I yelled.
Man.
I yelled
I went down like a bitch. Oh yeah, dude.
In our agency, they liked to do it. So we had a monthly meeting. And during the monthly meeting was like, your catch up on everything that the officers have been doing, corrections have been doing, everybody's been doing. Well, it's a big meeting between everybody. And that's when they like to do it, to call you out pretty much. So in the middle of this, I'm just like, just screaming. I was like, oh,
yeah.
My bad.
Yeah. So so you work nights too, every so often?
Not anymore. I used to.
I
work majority as nights.
When you work nights, what was one of the things that you did to, like, when it's really just you're ready to take a nap, you can only do so many word searches on your phone, you can only look at so many videos, you can only play so many games. I'll tell you what I did once. But what do you do when it's kind of like that night where you're like,
oh, you can't, oh God, those are the worst nights too. Those are the ones that like you contemplate life. Yeah. Like it's not just this job sucks. It's more like, have I done anything with my life that's meaningful? It's like you're in some deep abyss in your mind that's awful. Like while patrolling, I'll have to like turn just because those nights are the nights you're almost falling asleep too. I have to turn some loud music on and just go back roading. That's the only thing. And even then, like, oh God, I couldn't imagine being a city officer just because nothing against y'all. I love y'all, but you only have so many streets. I've got 835 square miles. I'm just like, I've never been down this road. I've never been down this road. I'm going down this road. And then that normally ends up not good because you go down some roads, you hear a banjo, and it's not a pretty thing. My mouth is pretty from what I hear, but
it's more the beard.
Oh, I think it just tickles. But I don't know. Like it's a loud music and that, but I'm not gonna lie. I've been pretty spoiled at some of the agencies I'm at, where like we have big screen TVs and Netflix. There you go. And if it comes down to it, like if we patrolled the county and there's just the point, there's nothing else you can do. We're wasting gas going around. Nobody's out. I'll go sit there and watch some Netflix. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I'll tell you what I did one night. I wanted everybody to wake up, so I screamed into the radio. Such this kind of traffic, and I fucking came unglued.
Oh shit! That's when everybody freaks out. Like when someone gets that high tone, you're like, "We get to play," and then it's like
everybody's awake, and then it's like, "You son of a bitch,
you mother."
Yep.
Night shifts.
Guy.
Working night shifts are my favorite. I love working night shifts.
Mhm.
I love it. But my days off, I hate. Because you don't get a day off. Like, so, like, we're on the Panama schedule, so you get 2 days off.
Yep.
Well, that first day you're sleeping.
Yeah.
You don't get to do anything. And then, like, being married and having a wife trying to, make sure I give her enough time and stuff. And it's like,
Mhm.
I'm going to sleep that whole day, and then I'm going to be up all night. So it got to the point. It was tough. So when I got switched to days, I really enjoy working nights a lot more. I love working nights, but the days off, it's well worth me working days, even though you have to deal with a lot more of the political stuff. Or like everybody calls. Like in the middle of the night, you're not getting a call over a couple. I mean, you still get the calls, but you're not getting that domestic call where it's like, I really want the toaster, and we're breaking up, but I really want the toaster. But I want the toaster. And then you have to get there, and you're like, this is all civil, guys. You're going to figure out the damn toaster on your own. Hell, I'll buy you a new toaster. This is not even.
I'll go to Dollar General. It's right here.
Yeah, let's go. Come on. You want? I'll even give you the 4 slice.
You want to ride? I have a one bedroom apartment over here in the back of my truck.
It's pretty sweet. It's got cage. It's got glass. It's nice.
It's even got its own AC vent.
Oh, even though you pick the music, it's all right. It's gonna be awesome.
Where do you want me to go take you, sir? I'm your Uber driver.
I'm a man.
It's ma'am.
Like, oh shit! I'm sorry. I should ask pronouns.
Right. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being safe. I appreciate it.
Heck yeah.
I've had. There's like all kinds of shit, man. But I'll be honest with you. I really enjoy being a cop. I really do. You know,
have to.
When you walk through the schools, in the schools, everybody's like, "Hey, there's a cop here," and you just kind of walk through and go, "Relax, man.
That's cool.
Relax."
I'm not that cop. I tell people all the time, I'm not that cop. They don't even know.
Dude,
I don't even know what cop they're thinking I am.
When I was in my Charger, now I get out of the car and I go walk in the beat. I go walking the beat at the high school. I'm walking the beat, and I'm walking, and I always feel for like the mag, right? Make sure the mag is there and everything's there. Well, this particular day there was no mag, and I went, "Where'd the mag go?" So I took one from the belt and stuck one in the pistol. Walked the beat, wondering in my back of my head, where the hell is my mag at?
The whole time too.
I'm freaking out, and I'm like, do I continue walking the beat or do I go back and look for my mag? I'm going to continue walking the beat.
Do I make sure there's one in the chamber? I hope there's one in the chamber.
Oh yeah. So then I go back out to the car and I'm like, where the fuck is this? How did it get in the back seat? I was like, I don't understand how it got back there. Well, in my Charger, the way my holster is, it sits pretty far away from my hip. I sat down with a seatbelt buckle, went through it, and pressed the button, and it ejected the mag. I was so pissed off.
And the chances of that too, because I mean, being a big dude with my childbirth and hips, those damn Chargers suck anyway.
The story of the missing mag. I should write a little short story on that.
Yeah, except like people be offended nowadays.
Oh yeah. Why you gotta call it a mag? Why is it not a clip?
What? Yeah, oh, fuck no. No. Oh man.
Yeah, it did. So how long have you been in law enforcement?
So I've been in law enforcement about 4.5, 5 years. I've been a first responder for 14, almost 15 years.
I gotcha. Really? Because it was the fire department, and then
I went to the fire department right after high school, and I did that. Went through the whole EMT thing while being a fireman. And while being a fireman, I went through school to be in law enforcement.
I gotcha.
So, yeah, I've been doing it a long time.
This doesn't. It doesn't pay. That's for sure.
No, you have to do this job. Spartan, stop. Sorry, he's actually named after a fire truck. Spartan, get out of there. So,
that's funny.
Yeah, it's not. This is Sparta. He's actually named after a Spartan fire truck. So, like, this is Sparta. Yeah.
Is that how you introduce your dog?
Yeah. This is Sparta. Yeah, Man, you have to love this job. You don't do it for the
Mhm.
money. That's for damn sure. Like, you're not going to
No.
get rich being a cop. You're not going to do this. Some agencies make more money, but those normally are the agencies that it's going to cost more to live. So you're not ever going to go. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure nobody's coming to my front door.
No, you're
Cop
good.
life.
Yeah. You got it sitting right there, right?
Yeah, maybe.
I think.
I got my little one right here.
Oh,
too.
right here. Mine's right here.
This is my little pew pew.
Yes. Dude,
What?
I built an AR-9.
Oh, see, I want to build one. I'm looking at getting that or a scorpion. I love the scorpions.
Yeah, my little AR-9 is a Frankenstein. It's just a hodgepodge of like different
I
parts.
love
and
it.
shit. It's a beaut.
Love it.
It's a beaut. I love it. It's. I told Chief, I was like, listen, I have a sling. I'm ready to kick indoors with it.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's
Absolutely.
a 9mm, dude. Which
Absolutely.
why am I going to walk in there with a massive rifle? Just give me that little 9. I'm just like, red dot.
Oh,
yep,
dude.
gotcha. You know, we're there. It's a 9mm.
I had to sell it to my wife. I was like, well, babe, don't you want me safe?
I
I mean, it's either I have a pistol or I have a long run. Like,
yeah.
the scorpion is so short and compact. It's safety.
Mhm. Yeah. I think mine, and no lie, it's probably
Yes.
like that.
Yes. I'm looking at getting the scorpion, except for everything hit the. Oh.
Sorry. My dogs are going crazy.
Yeah. Mine are all going nuts. But yeah, I love the scorpion. And I
Mhm.
love it.
It's gorgeous.
I love guns.
Wendy's asking, how did your clothing line come about?
So the clothing line came about. Appreciate that. We started. I'm not gonna lie. I've been trying to think about things that I could do, and I've always wanted to start a clothing line. Not really like, oh my god, it's fabulous. None of that clothing line, but I always want to start like apparel company. And so I was trying to come up with ideas. I came up with dedicated lines because it was a company that I could like hit everybody. I could hit military. I could hit fire, police, EMS, especially because being a first responder, you love all first responders. It doesn't matter what you do.
Correct.
If you're out there helping other people, I love you. I don't care anything else about race, religion. I don't care about any of that. You're helping other people. You're doing stuff for people. So I kind of came up with that just to kind of get it right. I wanted to build a company to show my respect to everybody and the love for everybody. And at the same time, like right now we're small. Eventually I plan on trying to donate a lot to like our charities. I have some people that are asking me, they're like, I know this is like the first shirt you've ever made, but like, where's the money going? Like, is it going to fallen officers? I'm like, look, I would love to do that, but I still have to be able to afford to pay off my printer because I got to pay off my printer. I got to pay off my shipper. I got to pay everybody off. So eventually my goal is to where we can get big enough where I can actually donate a lot of money, majority of money. I'm not trying to get rich. I'm not trying to live some crazy life in Lambos. What I'm trying to do is actually grow where I can actually help people. If like, so like us being in Oklahoma, we have plenty of line of duty deaths, but you're not going to hear about it on the media. How awesome would it be us being from Oklahoma that I could actually take this money and actually help a family that actually dealt with it and go meet with that family and be able to afford going to see that family.
Absolutely.
And then eventually getting bigger and bigger where I could go and help families and in any profession, like, you know, your law enforcement, EMS, fire, you know, we deal with all these deaths that people don't hear about. And it's like, I would eventually love to be where we could help all these families.
Yeah.
And that's kind of my whole goal with it eventually. But of course, I mean, as of right now, I'm still very small. Not personally, just the business.
Yeah, same.
So that's my ultimate goal is to kind of grow it to where I could do that and help others.
Yeah. That's good. That's good shit, man.
I love it. The thing that sucks is like I spent forever trying to come up with like I knew I didn't want to name it the Thin Line Apparel.
Right.
Well, as soon as I get done making dedicated lines, a month later, there's this one guy that shakes it really well that can actually, his hips don't lie. Might have been on Live PD. He comes out with Thin Line Apparel. I was like,
yeah,
son of a bitch, I can't compete with this dude. I can't.
Yeah,
I love the dude to death. He's a great dude. Like everything about that guy is actually a very stand-up dude. So I was like, I can't hate you, but I hate you. But I love you.
Yeah, exactly. You kind of go, you son of a bitch, you gorgeous being, you.
You keep dancing that dirty dance, you Magic Mike Mamma Jamma.
You keep twerking because you're just this awesome man jerk.
Jerk, man. That guy, man. Oh, but I love him, but I hate him.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I was like, man. But I think he's got like, so when these designs are like my designs, like I'm over here, I'm not a graphic designer. I'm YouTubing how to do this stuff. I'm like, okay, so drag here, click here. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
This dude's got a design company. Like they got everything. I'm like, I can't compete with this dude.
Yeah. Just do you, man.
Yeah, that was the thing I started thinking about. I was like, man, I'm not trying to compete with him because what he's doing is actually he's big enough where he can actually donate that money already, and I love it.
Yeah.
If you're out there donating that money already, fantastic. I love it. Out there doing good things. Keep it up.
That's what we're talking about doing. Me, Wendy, Clinton, we're talking about getting in with a couple of charities and donating and doing our thing. So once my clothing line starts to go, I kind of want to change it around a little bit, but yeah, definitely. We're on the same page. We're on the same wavelength.
I like it. The thing I
knew I'd like you.
You're fucking cool, man. The one thing I'll tell you is that, so I'm part of TikTok 5.0, and we have learned the hard way to make sure who you're donating to is actually who you're donating to. We have raised a lot of money with our meet and greet. We raised a lot of money through our certain other aspects, and then to be duped. Come to find out that person didn't have cancer, that said that they had cancer. And it was like the person that we donated a lot of money to, thousands upon thousands of dollars to. She told us she had cancer. She's in law enforcement, an aspect. Well, she told us she had breast cancer. We'll just say that. I'm not going to tell you names. I could say anything. She told us she had breast cancer. We raised a lot of money for her. Well, we even had a lady that got terminal breast cancer, and she was making stuff to sell so she could help her. She's like, listen, I'm terminal. You're not. Let's raise money for you. And then come to find out she never had it. So it was like, you took all this money, and then you had a lady who actually had terminal breast cancer that's not going to live, trying to raise money for you, thinking that you're going to live, and you never had it.
Yeah.
So it's like, you got to be careful. Like, it's been dirty. We've had several people, and it's like, okay, we're done. We're done with that.
Yeah. Fed Up in Alabama says, happy National Police Week.
Heck yeah. Appreciate it.
Oh, Dane, did you know? I did not know. This was actually brought up to me by this lady right here. So she actually told me, because I was talking about doing like this whole month of police, first responders, just a whole month of us just saying, thank you so much, doing what we do, thank you. She brought it to my attention that this month is brain cancer or brain tumor awareness month.
I was not aware of that.
See, I did not know this either. And it's basically like wear your gray. So that's what I've been doing. I've been rocking some gray, but I wore gray last week too. I wore gray this week. This is just a different shade, but it is, and I had no idea about it.
I wasn't aware which. That's no idea, and it really sucks. I made a video recently about trying to reach out to the Yankees. We have a kid in the area here. He went in. They found a tumor on his brainstem, and it's inoperable. There's nothing they can do, and they gave him like 9 weeks to live. And like his main thing was like he's a big OU fan and he's a big Yankees fan. So I made the Yankees video. Come to find out, they actually made a reply video for him. So I made a reply video, and OU made a reply video for him. So it was a good deal. And from what I've heard, he is super stoked and happy about it, and like made my day.
Is he here in Oklahoma?
Yeah, he is. He's
I mean,
I got you. He's about an hour south of you, maybe an hour and a half.
We might need to talk a little bit later. I know an OU football player that goes to the gun shop. Maybe he's got like 5 rings or something, 5 or 6 rings. So maybe have to make a little trip down there. That's
all. Yeah, this kid, very strong kid. He is doing as good as you can do. I mean, it was a sad deal when it was brought to my attention, and they're like, I was like, listen, I'm a nobody. I'm a small, like, I understand people think I'm a big deal on TikTok. I'm me. I am who I am. Like, that's, I will talk to anybody. I'll meet with anybody. But when I was like, man, if I could use anything from my following that I could do, and like, you know, I hate the word following. It just sounds pretentious and all that. But if I could use anything that I could do, if I could somehow get the Yankees to reach out to him, and they reached out to him, I don't know if it was for me. I don't know if it was somebody else. I don't care. All I care about is, I think his name is Aaron Judge, reached out to him and made a video for him. So I don't know who Aaron Judge is, but man, that made my day. And now Aaron Judge is one of my favorite players. Just the time you take the time out of your life for this kid that he's 10 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, you haven't lived life yet. Like, you haven't experienced anything yet, and it's taken so short. Like, so when I heard he reached out, I found out last night that he reached out. It brought a tear to my eye. I'm not gonna lie, because it's awesome. That's what I started the whole everything about. Like with TikTok was, when I say it's a joke, it's not like I'm gonna do this because everybody's doing it. It was more like if I can make someone smile every day or make someone laugh every day, then I've accomplished what I want. If I can make one person's day better, that's really what I want. And like, before coming on here, I was going live and I was talking with some people, and a guy got on there and he was like, hey, you don't know me, but I want to let you know that you have saved my life. And I was like, whoa, bro, like, I don't know you, but I'm always here for you. He was like, you don't know me, but I was thinking about ending my life, but your positivity has changed my ideas about that. And it's like, that's the whole reason I do this, because you can get on any one of my videos and you're going to see a stupid amount of hate, but you're going to see a lot more positivity. And you're going to see stuff like that. That's the whole reason I do this whole thing, is to try to help other people. Like, man, and the fact that Aaron Judge took the time out of his crazy, busy life, making millions of dollars, to be able to make this kid's one of his last days amazing. Well worth all of it. I could be kicked off TikTok right now and it'd be well worth it.
Absolutely.
Just to know that even and like, my father-in-law reached out, is like, hey, by the way, that he reached out to him and made a big video, and I got to see his reaction and stuff. And he's like, I appreciate you doing that. I was like, I don't know if it was me. Like, I'm not taking the credit for anything. I do not care how he got reached out to. Aaron Judge took the time. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
It could be me. It could be somebody else. It could have been an act of God that Aaron Judge just heard he's a big fan. I don't care.
Maybe Aaron Judge is a big old fan of you. And
how you doing, Aaron? There's my French bulldog. He's back here hanging out. What are you doing, fatty?
Fatty.
Hey, fatty.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a cool deal. And TikTok has changed so many people's lives, even mine. It's changed me for the better. I mean, and there's days that I'll start to like kind of beat myself up with all the negativity and stuff. And then you get on, you see a comment or someone's like, I used to hate cops, but you've changed my idea on cops. And I'm like, man, well worth it.
Awesome.
Well worth it right there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And if you being a cop can actually make that change in a person's life, man, it makes that much better.
Absolutely.
Makes it that much better. Even if it's a kid, man, they're so easily molded. So
absolutely.
Yeah. I'm 100% on that.
It's amazing. It's a good deal. Especially with all the negativity goes on now, is like just seeing the negative.
Yeah.
This whole world's becoming negative. Like, you can't even watch news. The news is negative. I mean, it's whatever gets views and sales, and it doesn't matter about, this kid could miraculously beat this tumor, and it wouldn't show that because that's not what would sell. And it's sad. That's just a sad, sad world that we're living in these days.
I know. I'm on the same wavelength as you, man. So there was a video that I watched or something, and it was like, if you had, I want to say it's $86,400. If you had seen that video?
I saw it. It was an awesome video.
That really put things into perspective for me. And I thought, you know what? This is 100% accurate.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to worry about 10 seconds of my life like that. I'm not worried about the $10. I'm not going to worry about 10 seconds.
Nope.
So I don't feed into it. I don't feed into it.
And that's what kills me is, like I've said before, we grew up in an era that was sticks and stones may break my bones, but words never hurt me.
Whips and chains excite me.
Oh, what? Yeah, man. That was for later, bro. That's for the OnlyFans. You're ruining our OnlyFans.
That's for our ride along.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that too. And that's what kills me, is that it's like, we're getting too offended these days, and people are hurting everybody's. It kills me. It's like, I grew up at a time where it was like, you're not going to bother me. And at the same time, I deal with way worse in person what these trolls think they're going to do to me on TikTok. You're going
Yeah.
to call me fat? I've heard that. You're going to call me pig? Oh,
Mhm.
crap. Heard that.
Yeah.
You're going to call me this? It's like, bro, I've heard all this. Like, come up with something original. Like, come
Right.
up with something original. Make me actually go, that was pretty good. I had one guy. He
Yeah.
made my day. We're booking him in the jail, and he looks over at me, and he's mad. Oh, he's mad. And he looks over at me, he's like, oh, I know why you're fat. And I was like, oh. He's like, you're fat because you eat so much dick. And like, I was like, oh, if I was new, it's this high in calories, I would have stopped eating it years ago. He was furious. And that was like, it was like, bro, like, you're not going to bother
watch
me.
my caloric intake.
Like, Jesus, guy, like, I'm sorry. He was cute.
Golly.
Like, God. But like, if you make something like that, it's going to make my day.
Yeah.
Like, you come at me with stupid stuff. Come on, man. Like, get out of here.
I had, you see, in some stuff like that, you know, I had a guy he was in cuffs. I was putting him in the back seat, and he goes, and just as I was leaning over to put the seatbelt on him, he leans forward. And I don't know if he was wanting to lick my ear or kiss me or bite me, but I stopped and I leaned back and I looked at him and I said, dude, you fucking bite me, I will break your face. Not the jaw, not anything else. The whole face. And he goes, and he just puts his head back. Dude, I'm not playing.
No.
You're not biting me, man. I'm putting the seatbelt on for your safety.
Bro, I've watched so many zombie videos. I'm gonna tell you right now, you bite me, I'm
Yeah.
putting a bullet in your head and my head because I don't want to become a zombie too.
Nope.
Just kidding. This was just a joke. Just
That's
kidding. I'm not
straight
shooting
joke.
anybody.
Yeah,
It's just a joke. This is a zombie joke.
But great. Now we're getting banned.
Damn it. And now it's gonna be like on CNN, Deputy Dane says he's shooting people.
Yeah.
Like, no.
God, he just
It's just a context, a zombie joke.
God.
Silly goose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that it's crazy times. I
I
keep
know.
telling people we're living in like some crazy time. We're living in historic times. Like,
Mhm.
if you ever like when I was going through school and you'd hear about the bubonic plague, you'd be like, I really wonder what it was like back then.
Yeah.
We're living this shit right now. You're living some stuff that's going to go down in history books.
Do you remember last year when it was like January 52? And it was like January took forever.
Oh, yeah.
And I think everybody can relate to that. It was like, what's today's date? Oh, it's January 910.
Yeah.
You're like, what is happening?
What
Why
is
is it
this?
still January?
This is
And then-
Groundhog's Day.
And February, like that. Then March rolled around and it was like, what's today? And it's like March 2nd, but it's like, oh, for the love of God, it feels like it's March 43rd. And it just took forever. And then this year, January is like gone. February is gone. March is gone. We're almost done with the first half of the year.
No.
6 months. It's almost here. It's almost done. 6 months, that fast. I mean, I don't know, man. All I know is I'm just like, what the fuck's happening?
Oh, I'm wondering what else is going to happen. There's so much stuff, man.
Oh my God. All I know is what color is your coat that you're going to wear? Is it going to be red? So when the Civil War breaks out, are you going to wear the red coat?
Oh, absolutely. I have to. I'm a red coat. I love that too. Like, God, people kill me. I had one kid. Oh, I made a video about it too. I had to because he was just. So here's the deal with the trolls. I try to give them benefit of the doubt and I give them some time. But if you keep commenting on my videos, I'm gonna say stuff.
Right.
So this kid kept calling me red coat. Zombie lies better. So he kept commenting and I'm a red coat and everything. And then I come to find out he hates cops because of course he thinks we're all coming to take his guns. And come to find out he was a gun store owner. But I got by a gun store. I think what it is, he's got his FFL and he's selling stuff out of his mom's basement type deal. But he's talking about
nothing wrong with mom's basement.
Sorry, bro. Sorry. I'm so going upstairs and talking to your mom. I mean, so it like he kept doing this stuff. So finally I made a video about it. I was like, bro, why do you keep calling me a red coat? He's like, obviously you don't know history. I was like, bro, like whenever you take your tinfoil hat off for a second and just fucking listen, you understand like cops are probably your number one sales. We love guns. I have no idea why everyone thinks we hate guns. I love guns.
Yeah.
I don't have any near me. I don't understand how everybody poop. I don't understand how everybody like is on this whole "we're coming to get your guns" thing, and then keeps calling me a redcoat. Like, bro, really? That's all you have?
That's
Come on,
it.
stop.
Mm-hmm.
Road pirate and redcoat, and
yeah, they're pulling out all the stops. You know what does not like guns? You know what company does not? It's a very big company.
Oh,
Square.
oh.
The CEO of Square is also the CEO of Twitter. And I was at a gun shop, and my buddy Greg can probably vouch for this if he's still here. He's probably not. But my buddy Greg, Showtime, he actually said when we went in there to the gun shop, he was actually going, I'd like to buy a gun. He goes, I can only do cash right now. He said Square deemed me as high risk and canceled all of my, just took it all out. Square took it all out. So I called my buddy up here in Norman, and I was like, hey man, so what can he do, to get booted back up? He goes, give me his number. So I gave him his number. He ended up calling me. He was like, bro, I've already got somebody else. He's like, but just to let you guys know, everybody Square does not like the Second Amendment. The same guy who bans people from talking on Twitter is the same person who bans.
That's crazy.
And I went, then duly noted, I will not use Square. Like, I don't even, if I go to a company and they use the Square, I'll tell them I'll go get cash real quick. I don't want to give that person any more money. So I'll give the business money, but I don't want to give that person money.
And that's, I just understand. People,
this motherfucker.
Mummy's gun basement. Hello, mummy.
Mummy.
I've got a high point.
Oh,
it's extremely liberal. See, popping in.
Here we go.
Oh my god, that's awful.
Yeah, Square, bro. So if you're looking at getting Square because of the simplicity of it, using on the phones and shit,
you sold me.
I think I told my sister that, and she uses Square. Her and her husband use Square for their plumbing business. So I told them about it. Find somebody else. Do it.
Yeah, I'm all about, like, I don't care about the simplicity of it. If you're not about all the stuff that we're about, sorry, you gotta go.
I can't help you.
I'm not doing it. Like, I'm done. Like, and that's why I love these cancel culture people. They're like, oh, cancel culture. I'm like, yeah, but until it happens to you, I started doing it to one dude. He freaked out on me. I'm like, bro, you called my agency. Of course I'm going to look into you. Like, you called a dispatch center and told us you didn't want to give your name and number.
Yeah.
Guys, if you call a dispatch center, we know your name and number and the general area you're calling from.
Dispatch is really cool.
Yeah.
And guess what? They're also classified as a first responder.
What?
Yeah. Just so everybody knows.
Now you're gonna say there's a dispatcher week. What? I still don't understand that. Like, there's one girl on TikTok. I watched her videos, and she stopped being a dispatcher, which kind of broke my heart because I think a lot of it was due to this. She says it's not, but people were giving her so much trash, and a lot of them were first responders. They're like, "You're not a first responder." I'm like, "How are you going to say the person that answers 911
is not responding
a first responder?" Like, bro, they are legit. Like, you are having an incident, you call. They're the first one you're talking to.
Yeah. They're responding to you first.
I mean, you call 811, they'll ask you what you want dug up, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Blows my mind.
Yeah. And see, and it's crazy because also too, big man, even though they have the caller ID, they can also ping your phone and figure out roundabout what area you're at. Like they'll ping the phone with the general location of where that phone is at. So whatever tower is the closest, that's where it's getting pinged.
It's gonna tell them like, oh, they're in this general area, and
then you can get the zip code, and then you can kind of go from there. So.
Well, this dude, like, he did all he made up all sorts of stuff. So I was like, okay, well, I'm looking into this guy. Well, I know he attempted to run for mayor and he didn't get it. And I know all this other stuff. I know exactly where he lives. I know everything. It's like, bro, like, am I going to take the time to call your agency? No. Like, where not agency, where you work, because I know exactly where you work. And it's like, I don't think the town that you work for would like that you're talking to another employee of a town.
Talking
It just
all that smack.
that's what kills me. Is that's why, like, what's that? Is the Great Lundini or Lundini or whatever that's on TikTok? Have you seen him?
I don't think so.
And so he wears the V for Vendetta mask.
Yes.
And he's actually calling people's parents. He's calling people's agencies. He's calling people's stuff. I love it. Like, call people out.
He is brutal.
Oh yeah, I love it. Now he's got one dude he's with. He's a bit much. I got in his live one time. He's like, "Oh, you're from Oklahoma? Do you know about this sex offender?" And I'm like, "Well, bro, like, there's Spartan.
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of sex offenders. Like, well, this sex offender's on TikTok in this area." I'm like, "Bro, I'm nowhere near that area. We have jurisdictions. I can't. I understand that you guys watch TV and you think that we're growing there. I can't go. And like, he's in the Panhandle. Like,
oh yeah. Yeah. Dog must be going crazy.
Oh no, Mama got home with the baby.
Oh.
But that's what kills me. It's like I can't just just because he's in Oklahoma doesn't mean I know everybody. I understand. Like, it's like the people that go, "You're a cop." Oh, you know, Joseph. He's on the 3rd precinct in New York City. Like, no.
Yeah.
Why would I know Joseph on the 3rd precinct, New York City?
Yeah.
Well, you're a cop. Okay.
It's like, "Sir, where do you work?" And you're like, "Subway." Dude, do you know Daryl out there at the subway station in Wisconsin?
Freaking best cheese.
Right there next to the cheese. Cheese. Oh, man. But, man, I appreciate you coming on this show. I know it's late.
Appreciate it.
I know you probably want to get home. Mama's home. Baby's home. You want to kind of go spend some time. I totally dig it.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you for bringing me on.
I miss those days. My kids are 15 and 16, so it's those. So yeah, we're driving now. Oh shit!
Good luck with that.
But please hang backstage for a little bit. We got a gift. We got gifts that we're going to start giving away to our guests that are on the show. So, but
you want to say hi?
She's like,
no. She's rocking the shirt though, huh? She's rocking
hell the shirt. Yeah.
Yes, I'm talking about girl. Remember, this isn't OnlyFans. This is the actual podcast. So
yes,
she gets on there every now and then. She's crazy.
She's crazy.
She's crazy. Don't beat me again.
But definitely hang backstage for a few minutes. I'm gonna get Wendy and Clinton back, and we're gonna talk about that. Get some little trinkets, little gifts, free gifts for you for being on the show.
Love it. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. This was legit. I'm gonna definitely pass out with not pass out. That was just not the right term, bro. I say stab a lot, and I don't mean to. Like, I tell people at my job, and I'm like, "Oh, all we're gonna do is we're gonna take this old radio out, and we're gonna stab the new one," and then I go, "That's probably not the best word."
Probably not what I should be using.
But being a mechanic, when you put a transmission in, we call it stabbing a transmission. Or stabbing a tranny. But that's even sounds bad nowadays. So people totally get all upset and butthurt.
Oh, hey, little man. Here,
I'm gonna find.
Yeah. Come here.
Aww.
You want to say hi?
What's up, little big guy?
Yeah, you're definitely a little big guy. What, you want to say hi?
Little big guy?
Yeah.
Hey. No.
This is my little man.
That's awesome.
Well, I appreciate it, brother. And thank you guys.
Man.
I appreciate everybody.
Yeah, man. Hang out backstage for a little bit. I'll be with you in about like 3 minutes.
Faux show.
All right, man. All right, you guys. Hell of a show. I love it. That is too friggin' awesome. Great show tonight. So I'm gonna do. This is a good one for tonight. Let's see. Let's find a good motivational quote. Here you go. You ready for this? Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. That's Wayne Dyer. Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. So think about that. All right. It's good to think about stuff like that, man. You need to be better today or be better tomorrow than you were today, you guys. All right. You guys, thank you so much. Wendy, Clinton, feel free to, I believe you can click that same link and kick back in. I appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you so much. We're going to be out. And that is it for tonight. We will see you next week. Don't forget, go hit up that dedicated Lines Apparel. That's his merchandise. Also, too, check him out. He's TikTok Deputy Dane, Instagram Deputy Dane. Funny content. If you're not following him, go follow him. Perfect guy. You guys see it right there, first and foremost. Perfect individual right there. Positive mindset. Everything that what we need in life right now, especially being a first responder. We get the hate, but this man right here, he keeps the positive vibes going. So, and that's what we need to do. We need to keep the positive vibes moving. Kick ass. Okay. Kick ass. And we'll see y'all next week. All right, you guys. Later.